Hey y'all! So it is the second day of school. Yesterday, my kiddo impressed the bejesus out of me because I know that he got up at like ass crack dawn. Mind you, he's on the spectrum. He did his laundry all by himself the night before. I didn't even have to ask him. He was so excited to be at school yesterday. He gets up and goes and he's really good. He's really good. Anyway, I figure that might be the best time because he's not here using my internet. I think that was why it was buffering, because he's, on the internet. All right, so I'm wearing gloves because I'm using the EasyCast. Now, on this, it says it's ideal for small casts. But it also says this product can expose you to chemicals including phenylglycol, ether, oxirane, which is known to the state of California to cause cancer. And I just read this the other day and I'm like, why? Why? If you know that it causes cancer, why are you putting the shit in the stuff? That's why I'm wearing gloves. So previously I did not wear gloves whenever I was using this, but it's okay. Comes with the instructions. So what I'm going to do, typically you need a plastic something or other. I actually am reusing this because it is indeed plastic, but this is what is on my table today. So I am going to be making, after I do this, I'm wanting to wabi-sabi. I actually have this that I have to wabi-sabi as well. And I have all the pieces. It is actually Archangel Michael on top. And I need resin to be mixed with premium metallic 18 karat gold. So I'm going to be mixing the resin. You have to mix them equally. And then you put in whatever, like if you have the add-in, put this in there. I do want to light my charcoal tab. Put this because it's flammable. Put this over here. I'm going to light my charcoal tab. I want to use my sage and my rose. So I'm wearing gloves because I want to wear gloves and I don't want to be exposed to the chemicals. I'm gonna Here we go. All right, so I've got my coffee, the rest of my coffee. A little bit of coffee in there, coffee ground. Put that right there. I'm gonna put you right here. Put you right here. Okay, I also have this cross that is a candle holder, and I have the other pieces right here. And it's Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. You know, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, and always perseveres. Oh, always hopes and always perseveres. Love never fails. 3 things will last forever: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. So I'm going to, I found that this was just broken on my floor and I was really upset about it. But I'm also going to be, you know, making some regular jewelry. I started doing resin a while ago. Not very long ago, but a while ago. And then I have a couple of bracelets that I'm going to be restringing. I'm going to make them, you know, stretchy. I had this one that was stretchy and it broke, so I have to fix that. This one is like one of my favorites. It's inspired by Twin Flame 1111. There was a disc that she had that it was just out of my price range, so I used it inspired me to, you know, create my own bracelet and my own necklace. Well, I did the necklace. I can do the you know, I added different stones to it. But I do want to add some different stones. There's unakite on here. There's malachite. There's smoky quartz. There's rhodochrosite that I added. The copper beads have basically lost their copper. So I'm going to put on some gold sandstone. And then I also kind of want to put on some, I want to put on some golden sheen obsidian and some blue sandstone. But I'm also going to do this. So, I know that it has stopped sparking. Cleanse my area. I'm going to be making a pendant and earring set. I'm going to be making at least 5 of these. One I'm going to keep for myself, and then the other 4 I'm going to sell on my page. And this is Sodalite. Helps with the third eye and the throat chakra. It helps you to develop your psychic abilities, and it helps you to tap into gifts that you never thought that you had. I read up on it before I started. So, but I also have this set that I'm going to be making for myself. I'm not selling this one. So I'm going to be making a set of earrings and a pendant. Super, super easy. But these ones I really liked because of the shape. And so I want to have like a secondary set of Sodalite. I actually have a Sodalite roller ball with my perfume that I made. I was trying to sell these and nobody was interested, so I kept them for myself. I'm like, well, that's my cue. That's my cue. All right, so I'm going to put some rose on here. Rosebuds. I still want to oh yeah, still want to make a video in the, you know, to talk about my Witch's Brew coffee that I make. I'd love to be able to have a coffee stand that says the Witch's Brew and then have all the things. Oh yeah, I do want some orange. I do want some orange, and I also want, oh, there's some lemon. Don't want any yarrow. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I got lemon right here. Yep, see, no buffering. It's because my kid uses the internet too. Let's see, at the same time. I can't tell him to like, dude, can you stop? It's not gonna happen. Alrighty. Do I have everything from over here? Oh. Orris root. Orris root is used in perfumes. It smells really nice and it's kind of like woodsy and it's hard to explain, but I do know that it is very, it's like, oh, gotta have that. All right, let's get started. And then I like to, this is Palo Santo wood. I like to put just on the tip and just put it right there. All right, so the way that I'm going to measure this I'm just reading the instructions. This is not the carcinogen. This is the carcinogen. So that's why I'm wearing the gloves. This is the resin. This is the hardener. Okay. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to measure over there. Measure out both of them because they have to be equal. And I've decided that I'm going to use, instead of a stirrer, I'm going to use a little, yeah, I'm going to use a paintbrush. Because you don't need a lot of it, but you do need to, have enough. Whew. For what you're doing. See, all of that, just that much. Also, it doesn't harden very quickly. Where did I put it at? I think I put it in here. Where did I put it in here? Yes, I did. I'm also going to wabi-sabi this one. And hopefully, by the end of it, I can finish what I started. Again, I'm still gonna do something awesome with this. I already know what I've got planned, but I kind of want the process to unfold. There we go. There you go. Is that enough gold? I'm trying to look at it in the light so I can see. It does actually look really nice. It's 18 karat gold. Okay. So let's try this one first. It's a little bit watery. We might need to do this in stages, but we're going to see how we're going to do. I almost want to say I want some more gold in here. That stuck. I'm really glad I'm wearing gloves. Really glad I'm wearing gloves. So this is my first time doing this. Yep, it is the fact that my kiddo is home whenever I'm online. I am glad he is at school right now. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, now. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to let it cure. Yep, this is how he was before he broke. And this is soda. It's not sodalite. It's lapis lazuli with the chakras. It's a healing wand. It's actually one of my first healing wands. I'm going to let this cure. I need gravity to do its job. So that's what I'm going to do. So give me a minute. I'm going to figure out how to do this. All right, one done. I knew I had that little pot over there for a reason. I decided to stick it into a empty potted plant. So there was like a little pot with some dirt in there, and there you go. It's doing two things at once. Doing two things at once. Okay, let's see how this is going to fare. I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out, because this is the, I mean, I could have gotten some mica, some gold mica, but I didn't really have the, didn't have the funds at the time, and honestly, it's 18 karat gold paint. I got to use what I got. Oop. Not like that. Okay. Hang on. There we go. I know I did. Ooh. Definitely didn't want it to fall in my bowl. Oh, this is going to look gorgeous. I have the feeling it's going to be gorgeous, because I'm really good at what I do. I've learned to recognize that my art, my magic, my gifts are beautiful. Oh, well, I might have to do this in 2 stages. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes you have to do it in stages, because otherwise it's not gonna work. And if you're going to be fighting against it, it's not going to be good for you to fight against it. So I've learned. Sometimes you got to do stuff in stages. Well, that happened. Okay. Maybe there's not enough glue in there or resin. It's starting to harden already, so it's not as watery as it was to begin with. See? I think the only thing that I would recommend instead of using the spray paint is gold powder. Now I have gold powder, but it's not the stuff that I would normally use. It's for my face. I got the gold powder mask for myself. I just don't feel like it would. I mean, it does have gold mica in there, but it has other stuff in there that I'm like, maybe not. That would be my Momo. Yeah. She is fixed, by the way. She just still screams as if she's not. She's a Maine Coon mix, so they're very, very vocal. Even as a mix, they're extremely vocal. Yeah. Might have to do this in stages, like I said. Oh, look at that. I'm actually not entirely upset about that because it's hardening. So it's making it easier to stick. I think I'm going to do this one in stages. I'm going to go put this in the window because this is heavier. So I need all three of these pieces to stick. I'll put it in like that because that's pretty much the only way it's going to go. Okay, Mama. Okay. Oop. Okay, this one is going to have to wait. All right. We're going to see how this one is going to fare. See, I didn't really need that much. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, excellent. Oh, excellent. So this one is going to go in the same spot. This one's going to go in the same spot. And look at that. And then I can get it a little bit closer. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to do it. Put it in the window. Okay. All right. Now that that is done, I am going to, I do not believe that I have anything else that I need to wabi-sabi at this moment. Because that is going to, the cross is going to be too heavy to go on that. So that's why I need to do it in 2 stages. That way the whole thing that, you know, it's going to be more stable. Okay, so off with the gloves. Off with the gloves. I mean, that's a lot. So you really don't need much. Again, I don't think that I need to wabi-sabi anything else, but at the same time I can build on this, like I can this somewhere else because it'll cure and then it'll show me what it's gonna look like. God, it's gonna be gorgeous. But it's starting to dry, it's starting to cure. The other resin that I have is this stuff. But this is starting to like, and it's UV resin. So I might use both of them, like this one with the gold, and then just, you know, use it for that. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. It's kind of hard to get out of the tube. That's why I used this stuff. But anyway, so let's get this all kinds of cleared off. And then put it right there because it'll be fine. These are going to go garbage. Okay. I love the smell of that one. I love the smell of Palo Santo. I really, really do. Oh, I love the smell of sage. Oh, there was another resin item that I wanted to make, but I need to do some more research on it, so maybe not today. Okay. So what I want to do, I have a whole set of these. And what I like to do, I have peacock earrings with the hoops. They're really super cute. Come on now. Oh, you're going to do that, are you? Okay. Well, you know. Not going to complain. Alrighty. That would be better. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you don't need any of the head pins. What I'm looking for is the. Oh, wait, don't I have them right here somewhere? I do. No, I think I'm gonna use those for something else. This is actually not for sale. This is not for sale. Okay, wheel. Pretty sure they're in here. Oh, there they are. Looking for the jump rings. Okay, these little handy dandy guys are called head pins. These are the loopy ones where you can, which with these, I'm going to be putting them on the head pins. Maybe there. There we go. Don't know how many I need for that, but it's okay. All right, so. I'm going to get my tools here. Now, I got these as a set of 3. Ooh, hey, just what I'm looking for. Oh, it's a wood one. Oh, okay, good. It's a wooden one. Oh, wait. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. This is gold sandstone. See how it's glittery? And my camera is not doing it justice. If you look up gold sandstone, you'll see it. This is sunstone. This is sunstone. This is gold sandstone. Sunstone is completely different than gold sandstone. Gold sandstone is copper and glass. That's why I'm going to switch out the copper beads and put these guys in there. Okay. These guys are called jump rings. So I got these as a set of 3 over at, oh, I got 2 more. As a set of 3 for like, I think it was like 13 or 14 bucks. I can't remember. But you have 3 different pairs of pliers. You have, you know, these ones are like for clamps and stuff like that. This is wire cutters. These are really strong. This is for like wire work, like if you want to do some coiling or what have you. But I got them at Shipwreck Beads, fairly cheap at the time. So what you do with the head pin or with the jump ring, it's good to have a steady hand. If you don't have steady hands, I don't think that this work is going to be very beneficial for you. You're going to get more frustrated more than you're going to do. You're going to get frustrated with yourself, I know. But I do know that it's really, I enjoy it. Oh, this is what I'm doing. Okay. And then an earring. I kind of feel like it might be a little bit too heavy. And I don't like heavy earrings because then it makes the it makes my piercings kind of droop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse this. I'm probably going to use it on the skulls. One with, one without. Okay, that feels a bit lighter. That's really good. I like that. Really like that. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Again, these ones are for me. I like making jewelry for myself. That was really one of the main reasons why I started my business, was because for one, I enjoy making jewelry. I enjoy gemstones. Oh my God, that looks so awesome. Wait till you see what I do with the necklace. Okay. Wait to see what I do with these. So I started making jewelry. I started looking up gemstones. I started seeing gemstones everywhere. And I was like, I really need to get that. And then I would get the gemstone, like a tumbled stone. And then I'm like, I need beads. I need this in bead form. So I started getting the bead form. And then I started doing the whole, this would be great if I could, excuse me, do this for people who need it. And just, there's a lot of healing in gemstones, and I wanted to share my gift with the world. So that's what I'm doing. Bless me. So I take these ones. Okay. I take these ones. And what I do is I loop it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to focus on it. So I open it up. I open the loop up, okay, because it's looped. So I opened the head pin, okay? I know it's blurry. And then what I do to cut down on work, I put the head pin in. Okay? And then I close the loop. You want to close the loop, that way your stuff doesn't fall off. Okay? Then, as opposed to opening the jump ring, I just thread it on top of the loop. Are you ready for this? Because I know I am. Ha cha cha. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm fluent in movie quotes. I still want to do this too. This is my creation right here. This is something that I came up with. I researched Infinite Stone. This is gold sandstone. You can see, oh, there you go. Okay, so this is Infinite Stone right here. And when I looked up Infinite Stone, hang on a second, because I kind of want you to focus on the gemstones and not my face. Okay, so when I looked up Infinite Stone, I looked up the different gemstones that pair well with it, because believe it or not, some gemstones do not pair well with others. You have to remember that. So when pairing up different gemstones, some gemstones go great together and, you know, some of them don't. It's fine. Okay, this right here is Angelite. Okay, this one right here. Let's see here. This is Garnet. This is Moonstone. Garnet and Moonstone together. Beautiful combination. So I made these for me. Usually I have one on each hand, and normally that's all I really need to wear. Sometimes I, you know, Wonder Woman it and just have my little, you know, I think they're called gauntlets. Yeah. So I'm still going to do that. This is going to be funner. I've been trying to figure out what I've been wanting to do with these, and that's why it's taken me so long. I found this bracelet and I bought it. My best friend, my bestie up here, she absolutely adores skulls. Now, she can't always wear bracelets, so I was going to turn these into 2 sets of earrings. She loves silver skulls. And they were supposed to be Christmas presents, and then it turned into birthday, and now it's going to be like, okay, well, we're just doing it now. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I was just kind of blanking on it, which is fine. Like writer's block, sometimes artists get, you know, they don't have the inspiration, and that's why we love them so much. See, I'm going to reuse a lot of this. So I also have French hooks. Well, actually, these are not the French hooks. These are just the regular hooks. Okay. I'm going to share the Sodalite with her. She'll have the option of which one she wants to wear. If she wants to. Ooh. Oh. See, common mistake. This is a common mistake that a lot of jewelers do, and you know, we really don't beat ourselves up over it. I put the hook on backwards. I don't beat myself up over it, you know. I've had to repair, not really repair, but correct some jewelry that has been, you know, that I purchased because, like, you know, it was this, or, you know, I've done it to myself where forgot which way I was going. There we go. That's better. Oh, she's gonna love that. Oh, she's gonna love that. All right. Okay. Now these are howlet. This is dyed howlet. This is not turquoise. Turquoise looks different. Howlet, you can definitely tell. If you look up howlet and turquoise separately, you'll see the difference. Howlet is usually white, and then what they do is they dye it to be able to, but you know, there's nothing really wrong with dyeing it. what they do whenever they dye it is that that the howlet takes on like this right here. This is my habit breaker bracelet that I came up with. Okay, this is howlet right here. I love the little skulls. They're really awesome. Yes, that's tiger's eye. But what they do is whenever they dye howlet, whatever they dye it, whatever color they dye it, like say they dye it turquoise, the howlet actually takes on the metaphysical properties as if it is turquoise. So I was thinking about having one black and one white because that would be cool. But I kind of want her to have, you know, consistency. So I think she's going to have a pair of white ones and she's going to have a pair of black ones. There's that. It's like, I know they're a little bit overdue, but I really was having trouble with inspiration and what I was going to do with it and what gemstones I was going to use and what have you. Okay. There we go. See how I closed it? I closed it. So technically it would be like that. Let's I think she gonna love it. Ta-da! That wasn't very long. Ooh! I don't know why I drop stuff. I really don't. I'm like, it angers me because like I'm dropping it and I'm not trying to drop it. There we go. Okay. Kind of want to put these on here. That way she'll have little hoops. A good tip if you find that you don't have the access to sterling silver like you want to, because me personally, I have to have sterling silver or at least 10 karat gold. At least 10 karat gold. Like if you come at me with anything less than 10 karat gold or gold plated, I'm like, no, I can't. But one good thing that you can do is dip your earring posts in A&E ointment. That helps. If you're, ooh, look, I did it the right way too. If you're finding that you're allergic. Those are cute. They're simple. I feel like I need another head pin, so that's what I'm going to do. Right here, copper. And since one of these didn't want to open correctly, I'm going to fix it. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, see this one, it's so good. That you gotta open it just a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now you want it to sit there, because at first it wouldn't open. I would have to sit there and do it, like, you know, pull it out and then do that. But now it's not quite so tight. It was too tight. And now it's not too loose. It's not too tight. So, see, I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. That way the skulls, the sugar skulls, face the right way. This one needs to be closed a little bit more. These are really thin, so, but they're just right. See, now they face the front. I like it. So she'll have the option. I like it. Sometimes simplicity is best. Just keep it simple, sweetheart. Okay. I do enjoy repurposing jewelry. I do enjoy doing this type of stuff where I make something else out of what I have. So like this much sodalite, it's nearly impossible to wear this thing. Like I've tried wearing it and it's just, but if the way that I look at it is that that is like 4 pairs of earrings and 4 necklaces. Technically there's 5. I'm keeping one for myself. I really like these. I have peacock earrings on the hoops. I have, you know, like, I didn't wire wrap them, but I have wire wrapped gemstones like rose quartz and regular quartz that I can just slip on and off with like peacock feathers. I gotta tell you, that one was fun to make. That one was really fun to make. It was, they're fun to wear too. Although you do have to be careful with peacock feathers because they do, they biodegrade. So what happens is you start to see all the little, like, how can I show you? Where's one that I can show you? I think it's right there. What happens with it is that all the little, oh, there it is. All the little minuscule pieces, it's like little flecks. And so what happens is it becomes opaque, and it starts to shed the color and everything. And you got to keep them. Even if you do nothing to them, they will do this because it's a feather. These are not dyed. They're naturally shed feathers, and then what they do is they lose all their little itty bitty bits on there. And then it just biodegrades. Nature. Okay. Oh, this one's tight too. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Just simple, no frills, just simple, Sometimes that's like the best you can do. But I do want to put on some howlet. I was thinking of putting on some Golden Sheen Obsidian. I don't know, but I kind of like the howlet instead. Oop. So what I'm going to do see, sometimes it happens. Okay. Where do I want it? Where do I want it? Where do I want it? Probably right here. I like to put them on the back. Sometimes that ish happens. Come on now. There we go. It has to be in alignment. Kind of like that. That way the howlet is on the back. And it's not interfering with the sugar skull. Okay, next one. I kind of look at this as like a therapeutic type thing. I enjoy working with the gemstones. I can, I can feel the different energies. I even have, oh my God, I should bring them on camera because those guys are just, whoo, that was 45 minutes per earring because it was metal work. And man, was it worth it. I will still be doing a video of my cosplay. Like I'll be showing you my cosplay, costume, makeup, and everything the way it should have been that day because my makeup started to wear off. So you see on my cosplay in the picture, in the photo op, all you see is like a little bit of eyeshadow, even though I had put enough eyeshadow, but it wasn't like I wasn't overdoing it. And then my lipstick had worn off and I'm like, and I was kind of glad that my lipstick wore off, but you could still see the tint. And then you see my highlighter on my cheeks. You see the gold. And that's pretty much it. Because I forgot to use my setting spray. And I was rushing out the door. I had to get the cats their fish because they were screaming at me, "We need fish!" And I'm like, So I get up. I had gotten up at like 6 o'clock today, and I got ready. I had to go get cinched up because my kid didn't understand that it needs to be cinched up, because I was in a corset and I couldn't do it. I was having issues. Like I was so nervous, and I was really nervous. The bag that I had bought, the hip bag that I had bought, which is like a crossbody, and then it goes around the hip, or it goes around the leg, and it sits on the hip. I forgot that it unclips at the leg. So I'm like getting in and out of it because I'm having to go through security, and I'm stepping in and out of it because I didn't want to hold up the line. But I was so freaking nervous. I was just like, yeah. And my kid, of course, is just like, Mom, this is the best day of my life. And I'm like, that right there was worth every single freaking penny. I really like these. They're super cute. Okay. So on the Habit Breaker bracelet, I have Chrysocolla, Amazonite, and obviously Howlet. And, but it's turquoise Howlet, which helps. There's Tiger's Eye, and then there's Aquamarine. I also put on here Moss Agate, which is my absolute favorite. I love Moss Agate. It's one of my favorite gemstones. Very, very protective, highly protective. It's any type of agate is just one of my go-tos. I think I've been on here for over an hour. I know I've been on here for over an hour, but what I said when I think is what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to save this for another day because I don't want this to run too long, and I want to go eat. All right. So I might pick this up a little bit later on. It still has some heat on it, so I don't want to waste it. I can't wait for those to sit over there. I really can't wait for those to dry, and I want to see, especially the onyx that I wabi-sabied, because that's going to be like whoop whoop. But I'm really digging the sodalite. Oh, and I went to Shipwreck Beads the other day because that it was so funny. Well, it wasn't funny. The onyx that I wabi-sabied had broken, so I had to get another piece, and that's why I'm doing the new one. Well, I was going to go and get some more of this stuff, and then I thought, no, I just want to come in here just for this. And then I found this in one of my little drawers over here, and I'm like, look at that. I don't even need to buy it because what I wanted to do was redo this. It's really difficult to reuse the wire unless you're doing bracelets. So I can't wait to wear this again. But I'm definitely not going to use this. It doesn't, yeah, no. As much as I love these little bracelet thingies, I'd rather just have, where did I put it? I'd rather just have, I put it over here somewhere. I put it somewhere. Just the little, like, not really lobster claw, but just the claw type clasp. Oh, there it is. It's one of those. Hang on. Patience with yourself is there. There you go. Those ones. I know it's like fuzzy. There you go. I'd rather just have this on there, and that's what I'm going to replace. And I have to take the whole thing apart because the copper beads are not copper anymore. And yeah, I have, there's other beads, there's other gemstones that I want to put on here. Like I said, the golden sheen obsidian. I have golden sheen obsidian. This even has moss agate on it. I mean, there we go. See. Then I've got howlet. This is regular howlet. This is not dyed. That's what howlet looks like. And then they dye it. And then it takes on the attributes of the dyed. So if it's red, then it's like coral. If it's turquoise, then it's turquoise. So, all right, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go and get myself something to eat. And I will chit chat with you later. Bye.